Everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I am here to set up the week of December 29th through January 4th. This is in my B&R Paper Crafts Plan B planner. This is the first weekly spread of 2026, so kind of crazy, but excited for that for sure. For this week, I am using this kit called Cute Winter from Planner Problem. It has like all these cute little like snowmen and trees and things like that. A few of them are like a little bit Christmassy. So like there's some packages in here. This one has like gingerbread men, but it's not very Christmassy, and I definitely think it's going to work out totally fine as a kit to be using in this transition as we get into the new year. So I'm excited for that. To go along with it, I did pull a bunch of stuff. So I have these two kind of shiny washies from Daiso that I'm going to be using, as well as this Simply Gilded washi that has little snowmen and Christmas trees on it. And then I did also pull this wiggle from Scribble Prints Co. in pink foil. So I am gonna mix foils, as you'll see in a second, but I feel like it's totally fine to do that. But this one has some bottom washi, so I'm gonna use one set of these. I think I'm gonna use maybe the dots because they look like falling snow. I don't know, we'll see when we get there. I have like little round icons, some flags and bows, 2 sets of date covers, and then 4 sets of headers. I'm gonna use one of these sets of headers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, one set of these headers along with these 2 for my headers for the month. So I'm gonna have this and this. These can sit to the side. The days are slightly off-centered on these so that there's space to put a date. I didn't pull out any date dots for this setup, but I think what I'm going to use, if I can find them, if you watched my previous spread, my last one in the previous planner, you'll know that I've been using this Santa Baby leftovers from Chasing Shells, and it does have the right dates, and I think the colors go pretty well. So I am going to use these date dots. So I'm gonna stick this down as well. Oh, I should keep a washi for that. And then once we get started, I did also, the thing that started all of this was this Scribble Prints Co. Gold foiled kind of party themed full box covers. I am gonna use all 4 of these and somehow make that work out over 4 of these boxes. So we're gonna see how that works. But that can sit to the side for now. So I'm going to lay down washi, I'm gonna lay down headers, and then I will be back so that we can do the interesting bits. All right, here's where we are at so far. Definitely very shiny, but I think it's looking pretty cute. So I'm excited to see how it goes. I did rip the page a little bit over here, but I think it's gonna be fine once I fill everything in. I don't think it's gonna be super noticeable. So we're just gonna see how that goes. So for this, I think I want to use Cue the Confetti as my quote box. The question is, what does this look the best on? Maybe on this purple one? Let's see how that looks. I'm gonna stick it down, which I'm a little nervous about, to be honest, doing this on this page, but we're gonna see how this goes. All right, there we go. That actually looks pretty cute. Let me see. It feels super thick and weird now, but I think it's gonna be fine once I lay it down. All right, there we go. Perfect. And then I think the time to drink champagne and blow bubbles is going to go on to Thursday. And for that one, I think I'm gonna use this box. All right, let's see if I put this one in the center here. There we go. Getting it perfectly straight is so hard, but we're just gonna go with it. Whatever I get is what I get. Okay, that looks pretty cute. Doing well so far. So now I need these two. And what boxes will it actually look good on? I kind of want to put it on these two because I feel like these two go together and these two go together. So I think we're gonna make that work. I think we're gonna stick this box on Tuesday. And I'm gonna stick the once you pop, the fun don't stop on here. If you guys can hear the wind in the background, I'm sorry. We're actually under like a high winds warning or something like that right now. So it's kind of loud, but hopefully it's not super distracting on this video. All right, and then this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna stick down right here. And I'm gonna use this last cover. I'm excited to just use up this whole sheet because it's been sitting in my stash and I don't want it to start getting weird. All right, so we've got these all down. So now we need to put these down. And I'm gonna kind of just base this off of color vibes. So this one feels the most Christmassy, so I feel like it should go to the closest to Christmas. And then this is the one that goes with it. And then I think to get the scale right, I'm gonna stick this one over here. And then that leaves this one to go over here. All right, that looks pretty cute actually. So that's exciting. All right, this is where we are at. And if I get a little wiggle and a twerk, I think it's looking super cute. Moving on to the sidebar. First off, I do want to stick this little chunk of washi that matches the bottom washi. Because I want to make sure that that goes in here. So let me see if I can get that centered. There we go. Next up, it would be nice to stick in a habit tracker. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna be bad at doing almost all my habits during this week. I'm gonna be taking a break from most of my social media, so I guess I don't need a tracker for that. I guess I should track movement and see how many days I actually managed to do something that resembles movement. So let me see if I can find a habit tracker that's like a good color match. This pink one's too big and I don't feel like cutting it down right now. This pink's a little bright, so not my fave. We could use this yellow. Sure, why not? Let's use this one. This is a leftover, maybe from like Counting Cheapy. I'm not totally sure. But, all right, so we have that in there. And then I think I should put in some sort of like meal checklist or something like that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 there, but that doesn't super go. The colors here don't very well match. All right, let's see in my other stash from the stuff that I'm still currently using. I feel like some of these Chasing Chelsea ones will go. Maybe let's use one of these blue ones from here. All right, so this is just gonna be for meal tracking probably. There we go. And then I have, oh no, I just almost dropped my ring light, which would be pretty overwhelming, honestly. I do have this American Craft sticker book out right now, and I want to find something to fill the rest of the space. I mean, there's always like this one, although the colors don't match super well. It's a little complicated because this is going to be a week of doing almost nothing. It's mostly like family time and things like that. So I don't know how much I need like positivity quotes for the week. I could put like one of these notes, guys. All right, what if I do this? Okay, so this is like a little notes list. And I think this will fill in the space okay. All right, that looks pretty good actually. Moving on to the dailies, there's not a lot of plans right now. Really nothing on any of these. I am gonna put something down here at the bottom of the 31st. Maybe I'll use like this one. This is just gonna mark like watching the ball drop or whatever we decide to do. If we even make it to midnight, not even sure about that to be honest, but whatever we do there should go in. Up here, I do want to put in something for like a Happy New Year kind of thing, you know? Do I want one of these? I could use like one of these for like a date night party kind of vibe. Sure, why not? What one do I want to use? Oh, interesting, they turned the tree sideways here. You can hardly tell with these boxes, but like a little bit you can kind of see. So that's interesting. They actually should go this way. But I'm just gonna fill it in like this, even though it fills most of that box. I think that's okay. And we can just mark Happy New Year that way. I've got nothing planned on this day. And then, oh, there is a little airplane. So down here at the bottom, maybe I'll use this one. I don't know what else is going to happen during the day, but in the evening, we're going to fly home. So I will stick that in there like so. So I think this is where we're at with the pre-planning. Really nothing much is planned right now, but hopefully it turns out to be a good week, and whatever it looks like, you will see it in just a second for the finished spread. All right, here is the finished spread. I'll give it a little wiggle and a twerk. Super foiled for sure. I do really love these full box covers. I don't know if you can see them super well, but they're definitely fun for the new year. I did use up the stuff in the kit pretty well. I ended up with 1 flag and 1 quarter box over here. So barely anything, honestly. And then as expected, a good amount of the wiggle is left. This page is the full box cover, so that can go. But a good amount there left. So this is gonna go back in my stash, and I will use it at some point in the future. Hopefully later this year. We're gonna have to see how that goes. But I do think that the spread turned out super cute for sure. I don't know what my cats are doing. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much all I've got for today. It was a moderately busy week, lots of family time for sure. But I think it turned out pretty well. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know how your week went down below, how the start of your new year is going, or if you don't have anything that you want to leave, leave me like a champagne flute kind of emoji for the new year. I would love to just be able to celebrate with all of you. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. You'll see in progress and finished spreads, as well as bits and pieces in my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.